This year is entitled in memory of Leon Issacson, Zachrono Livracha, Yachot Availut. So we discussed some of the halachot of aninut. A person loses a relative. Let's say the Issacson family, the four people sitting Avot, sister, and the three children. We mentioned that one who's an Onain, not that only is a person exempt but prohibited from mitzvot, and even if at that moment the person's not involved in the burial process, the Chaver Kadisha, making calls about the funeral arrangements, still we have a low plug. Person is considered an Onain during that time, but we don't look every minute. Are you involved in the mitzvah? Are you not involved in the mitzvah burial or not? He's an Onain from death till burial. What about a person across the world? How far do we go with this concept of a low plug? That a person is one of the 7 relatives, then he or she is an Onain, and that's it. That's not so simple. This actually is a machloket for 1,000 years, and till this very day, there's no clear psak. Each person has to go to his or her rav to discuss what to do. Person, the case would be, someone is in the States, person 80, 85 years old, or even younger, but they cannot make it to the funeral, and person dies in Israel, the relative, the sister, is in the States, and they're not going to make it to the funeral. So really 2 questions come up, and as I said, there's no one psak that I could offer. Each person has to go to their posek. The different shitas are the following. Some say a person loses a relative from death till burial, she is an Onain, period. You're across the world, you're next door, you're involved with the cemetery, involved with Chaver Kadisha, you're not involved at all. Doesn't make a difference. Onain is a simple category, death till burial, the 7 relatives. While the others say no. It has to be meito mutal lefanav. Meito mutal lefanav, where the deceased is placed in front of you, literally, figuratively, that there's some involvement that that person has, or at least could have, with the body, with the burial process. And therefore, if you have no connection whatsoever, the person is not an Onain. So as I said, already in the Shulchan Aruch, the Bach, the Taz, Shach, everyone has what to say on this topic, and even 500 years later, it's not resolved. There's opinions this way, there's opinions that way. You look at any book on Availut, and they're going to say, some say this way, some say that way. There's no one clear psak, and both svaras are clear, and nice clear svaras. In halacha, very often we have a low plug, there's a set category, and sometimes the category is not set. It depends on certain conditions. So therefore, everyone has to talk to posek about this, but at least you can understand what the different sides and the svaras are in the case over here. Shalom.